In here in the FUV, there are certain things you can do before challenging an opponent. You can go to Pickwick's menu to access items, contact the king is saving the game, or just quitting the game. View gallery is that in the game you gain certain bottle caps for doing certain things, like character bottle caps or if you beat certain characters that you encounter. Over here is Gumbagoo, he's a gumball machine. If you enter some money into him, then you can get a random item, seeing as he's a gumball machine. But over here is another machine where you can get specific items in general, like Beta Ribbitone or something like that. It heals your frogs. Since frogs have different moods, and if frogs are tired, they don't go as far. So let's go to our first opponent, which is Pan Pan, on planet Ribbitopia. You can go to the other planets when there are other opponents, but in the beginning you don't have that just yet. When you beat Pan Pan, though, there will be a lot more characters to go against as you keep going through the Froth tournament. So, let's go up against them and see what happens. The cutscenes can be very silly, just advising you by that, so I'll try to be as quiet as I can so you can hear it and probably have a laugh with it. So, there is one way to get a frog in one here. Pretty much that's just like getting a hole in one in normal golf. If you go over here, that elephant will stomp. There are certain obstacles that you have to hit the A button for at a certain time. I'll probably show you that now. So I'm gonna go for that 50 bubble, and we'll probably go near the elephant. But it's actually called a woolly, if you need to know. There's also these snake things. You need to have the camera stick moving constantly so you gain points from it. And see, I got a frog in one either way. You get 1,500 points for getting a frog in one. Pretty much, they're good point rackers. And Pan Pan, that was a terrible shot, I must say. He was a bit too short from the end line. Yeah, but he got what he wanted. And when we get certain frogs in the game from other characters, I'll explain their special abilities, or if they have any, or if they're just a simple normal frog that's just like our own. Some can even swim in lava, which is only on planet Lavatron. It seems that Pan Pan's points are lowering at a steady rate, seeing as he keeps taking his turns to gain points, which isn't a good idea. At least in my opinion, unless if you're trying to gain more points in a good way. Seems like he's getting a bit sidetracked. And that must have hurt. I just hope this doesn't take too long and fits the YouTube limits, really. Again, another terrible shot. But seeing as this is the first match, of course, the first character you go against is going to be the easiest. So Pan Pan goes first now because he's losing. That's the way it goes in this game. So, Battle 2, Joy. Planet Ribbitopia has to be the most easiest out of all the planets. I think that planet, at least Hippotron or Tektron, are the hardest ones. Wait, you know what, I'm just getting myself mixed up. Hippotron is Scooter's planet. But I forget its name, I'll just try to see it later. Sorry. Alright, so if we keep going up on these spider webs, we can multiply our points by a little, just by bouncing off of them over and over. It's a good strategy for certain things, but characters are going to get harder and smarter as you keep going. And it seems we missed it, but at least we got a golden fly on our side. Golden flies can sometimes make your frogs extremely tired or extremely determined. It depends, it's weird. And the music can be, and the soundtrack of this game, it's actually pretty good, to me at least. Like, some can be really calm and relaxing, some can be a bit, just gets you in the mood to win. Boing. But you gotta be careful not to get out of bounds, or else you're gonna have to start another turnover, and then you'll lose a lot of points depending on how much it multiplied by. Which can be very harsh on a score, and it could cause you to lose very easily. At least, I think so. You'd be lucky to get out of something like that. My siblings are in the room, so they might be making a little noise. Sorry about that if it's a bit discouraging. Alright, it's time for us to go in first. Go! Frog in.
Good!
You know, like, family does a lot of things, so there might be a lot of noises in the background. But I'll try to keep it going steady. Alright, Pan Pan just took his turn. So now we will start ours. So I'm going to try to hit this 50 bubble, and at the same time going in that spider web if my shot allows it. Which probably won't too much. Or will it?
Go!
Nice. Pretty good turn, don't you think? That item is very useful for when your frogs are tired. I'll explain the items later, if I receive any. I'll just give the description if you want it. Alright. I think we're ahead of Pan Pan enough to not worry about gaining many points yet. So we'll just go in now.
Go!
Alright, so he got in, finally. Sadly, he is trailing along very slowly behind us. We're still in first, by a great amount of points. Battle 4, here we go. Let's see what Pan Pan will think of doing first. Yes, I am. What else would I be doing? While sitting here. Swimming in water normally does +1. The most it can do is +4, depending on the multiplication of your scores. Uh-oh, here comes a snake. Remember, if you don't get it right, you will lose points. You must shake the C-stick immediately, or else you'll lose a lot. Like, he just lost 100, and his frog got very tired from the damage he took. So now, let's see what we're gonna do. I think we're just gonna swim over nearby the goal. I have no other thoughts. There's a super shot. Over there in the water is a salamander. It will snatch up your frog if you go near it. I'll bring it underwater. but it at least adds a few more points. Since it's underwater, it will only get underwater bubbles, or bubbles that are close enough to it for it to grasp. It can be somewhat of a good thing, but somewhat of a nuisance if you really want to go somewhere specific. And for once, a snake just might help us. Just might. Thank you, snake.
Oh, yeah!
So, the winner is this player.
Hooray! Hey,
Sometimes characters will try to sell stuff to you.
Wanna buy this?
I guess I will for the heck of it. It's not that much money.
I'll take it. Oh, yeah. Thank you.